going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right.
Man open. That's Ja'Marr Chase complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over in the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
To throw, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mayfield off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. To Mixon on the check down. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And here's Hunter. Nice wonder now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. The 40. The 20. Touchdown! Chicago!
Well, CD, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields, flush to his right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. (10-6) the score after one right here on EA Sports. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Fields now to throw. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Mooney. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. A handoff to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. He will find his man Chase complete. Past the 20.
He's gonna make everything happen.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
When you talk about Jamar Chase, one of the things that really stands out, his ability to take ordinary plays and then turn those into big ones.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw is Fields.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
Being chased out left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitask.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And now off to the races down the right side. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
On second and goal, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Escaping the pressure right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59.
Now it's Fields.
Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield on play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mayfield on first down. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, here's Fields. Flushed out right. Man open is Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Fields on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it down this time to 17.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Now Fields.
Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Montgomery.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Probably the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield rolling to his right. And It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First down, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flushed out right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's a
touchdown Bengals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been
down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch the whip.
Fields. Dancing to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. That's into the hands of Fortson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Darnell Mooney.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Fields.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Flush to his right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
That ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
Picked off at the 47. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick, rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
To throw is Fields. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down.
Flushed out right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he finds Montgomery complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's Fields.
Forced out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
24 is the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
Now it's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it